Okay, so you know the Adam Sandler movie 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but
Okay,
back in
great
high
start.
school when I was really angsty, cringy, I
Yeah,
I
I
had
remember that.
we had this really great idea. It was called 50 times I told you you have cancer. Okay? So it's very simple in concept. So there's a doctor and then there's a patient. And the patient is going in for his cancer diagnosis. Every single time he comes to the appointment, the doctor has to tell him, "I'm sorry, you have cancer."
Uh-huh.
But the patient has amnesia. So
Oh.
every single time he
That's
forgets that he's been told he has cancer.
that's terrible.
And then he goes back the next day, and then the doctor has to tell him he has cancer again. It's like a cerebral sort of like drama, maybe a dramedy.
It's like a.
Dramedy.
It's not a rom com. We're saying
Are
That's
they
where
not the same thing?
a dramedy and a rom com.
Well, okay. I felt like having like a romance from that sort of point of view would be, or like the power dynamic there would be kind of iffy. But I don't know if we want another sick lit young adult novel sort of situation here.
I like the idea of it being a dramedy, and then every single time that the person is told that they have cancer, they react in all these different sorts of ways. So, like one day they just get really depressed and eat like a pint of ice cream, and that's it. And the other day they
Hmm.
like
Oh
travel the
yeah,
world in
that's
24
good.
hours.
That's I
Hmm.
like that. And then
And
they learn more about themselves, but they forget it every day. But then like they all get it back at the end.
Yeah,
Everything's
they put him in
okay.
front of a piano, and he plays the piano, and then he remembers everything.
yeah, is that how 51st Dates ended? That's kind of spoilers.
That's not how it ends. That's just a theory about dementia patients and music.
Oh, because like I don't
Oh.
know. Yeah, no, I don't know because I was thinking like it could be like very very serious from the perspective of the doctor because he's slowly losing they're slowly losing their sanity, having to tell the same person they have cancer, spiraling into depression.
It's really just them going crazy. That's
Yeah.
the actual point of the story, is this doctor is going insane. And oh my gosh, and through him telling this patient over and over and over again, the doctor gets a renewed sense of life. And afterwards, he quits his job and opens up a small apple orchard out in the boonies. And
I
it
say the
doesn't do very
Bronx.
well. It doesn't do very well. And then he commits
Oh.
suicide at the end.
Oh.
Um, that was yes, that was
Okay.
That's the
Hello,
dramedy part.
everybody.
Oh yeah,
Quiet.
welcome.
Welcome back to the actual episode 14. I made an error last time. I called it episode 14. This is, in fact, episode 14.
Hmm.
It's
Last
not
week was
15.
episode 12. No, episode 14 this time. Last week
Oh
was
no,
episode
no,
13.
it's you have it wrong. It's like 50 something.
Yeah,
It never
we're on
stopped.
55.
episode 53.
Episode 1 year in the podcast. More than a year, actually. I'm your host, co-host, as always, Henry. With me today is our other co-host, of course.
It's me. It's a me. Yash.
It's
Not
him,
Mia.
and then
Yash.
special guest, third time now, lucky number 3,
Lucky number
Ethan.
3.
Welcome.
Ethan
Yeah.
B, the guy with the letter E.
Honestly, we didn't really want to be here, but his mom kept on messaging us. Jennifer kept on messaging us and letting
She
us
kept
know that
paying you guys.
she really wanted Ethan on the podcast. He was getting kind of lonely.
She kept paying you guys. That's the real reason this podcast started, was just so my mom could like have you guys do a project and then say, "Oh, Ethan, you're so interesting and cool. Like, do you want to come on the podcast?" And I would go, "Yeah," but really it's just a ploy by my mom to make
Yeah,
me feel
it
special.
was a long con the whole time.
It's been a very, very long con. I'll say that much.
Biggest long con was us being friends with you.
All right, listen. I've gotten past the point that my mom pays you to be my friend. Like, we all know this. It doesn't really matter. You're getting your paycheck, so you better act like you like me.
Well, here's the thing. Now your mom's trying to pay me to be your lover, and I just don't have the heart to tell her that I am repulsed by you.
When did she start doing that? She didn't tell me that part.
Oh,
She didn't check with me either, to be completely honest.
She reached out to you, Henry?
Um,
Or were
you're,
you
you're
supposed to be were you like the second love interest that's supposed to add like
You're-
spice to the story?
It's a triangle, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're getting paid.
Oh,
Oh.
ooh. You're in like business school making big money. You should have the
Yeah,
money down.
I got money down. I got racks to spend on the school, and they use the school to get the job, and they get the job to pay for the school. It's a very vicious cycle I'm in. So
Did you say racks because you're wearing a Nike bucket cap? Or like, did that make you say the word racks, or did that just emerge naturally?
No, that's the lingo they teach you
in business school.
Yeah, it's very hip today.
Now the bottom line is we need to make a lot more racks. All right. There you
It
go.
kind of looks like you know like the Scotland Yard, like the good old British people hats, like the cops have. Like,
the good old British
like
people of the Scotland Yard. Yeah.
Scotland Yard.
Is this?
Yeah.
Scotland Yard.
Cheers, love.
Wait, is the Scotland Yard British?
It's in London.
It's like the London police special.
Why the hell do they call it Scotland Yard?
Because no one wants to go there.
No one wants to go to Scotland, so they made like a little tiny corner store, Scotland, that breeds cops. That's it.
I was saying more like the prison aspect of it, but the corner store works too. I mean, they probably have holding cells.
Oh, it's just jail then, isn't it?
Yeah. Didn't mean to like sort of trigger you.
The only thing I know about Scotland Yard is like from that episode of Zack and Cody where they go to like London. And they go to Scotland Yard. It's it's a single room. There's like a British dude there. I think that's what it was. It's like I was like, that's all I knew. It was like it's a single room, and there was a lawn outside. I guess that was Scotland Yard. It was just
that sounds like a
fat British dude.
That sounds like a Beckett set. That's really funny. I like that.
Honestly. I feel like every sitcom is in a way just like Beckett.
It really is. Like you start watching it or something, and it almost parodies itself. Like the
same people every time.
Yeah, the more you watch sitcoms, like my brother was recently telling me about How I Met Your Mother, and we had people watching that all the time at our house. And my general consensus is, wow, it's just really, really bad. But he said it was pretty good. But like, I don't know, sitcoms in general, just I cannot get behind them.
Yeah. I don't want to be told when to laugh, you know? I want to laugh when I feel like it's funny, you know? I don't want like peer pressure making me chuckle.
You feel like that's that scene from A Clockwork Orange. Your
Henry,
eyes pulled back, being told to laugh. Laugh at
Henry,
the funny.
I was like, you're like talking about like laughing at the funny here, and I just had a question. I remember that one time I went to your house and you're watching the telly. You had like the nature channel on. And I don't know why. I didn't really think it was funny myself, but you were just watching videos of gazelles being eaten by like lions and cheetahs, and I was like, why are you laughing?
Yeah, you did that all the time. Why would you do that?
And then for some reason, it seemed like you were having like some sort of seizure, like whenever the giraffes were like procreating.
I would walk in and you'd be watching these videos of these wolves just devouring a small boar, and all the while you had a raw steak and you were gnashing it in your mouth like like that.
You ever notice that? I don't know if you guys. Now I've thought about this a while. It's like you can't tell when animals have expressions on their face, and so you'll just see like a gazelle like being ripped apart, and they just have like a straight face, and you're like, is he okay?
Is he doing
okay? This gazelle, like, I guess they can't scream, so they're just like.
No, I feel like they do. I feel like they do have like immense like screeches. Do you just filter them out?
They just don't seem like to put up a fight sometimes.
Goodell.
I don't know if you guys have like ever like watched a video of like the Nature Channel, or whatever, like of a literal just like prey and like predator, but it doesn't seem like. They run really fast for a while, and they just kind of like give up. It feels like.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's why we ascended the food chain, because we've got endurance. The other animals can sprint for a while, but we can walk forever. So that they're not necessarily giving up. Their body is giving out. They're just like, well, that's it. So yeah, and I don't even, because there's the whole thing about how like I remember hearing years and years ago that fish can't feel pain. I feel like that's a total lie, or maybe it is true. Maybe animals just don't have as like their pain tolerance is way higher, or they just don't really feel it to some extent. That could be why.
I think Ethan's just trying to gaslight us because like for some reason do you ever get the videos he sends you on Snapchat where he's like hitting the side of a fish tank again and again?
I want to break him out. I
Just
need to
putting
bring him
way
back
too
to
much
the
feed
ocean.
in there. He's like, I'll some fish.
Yeah, and
I
then he like sometimes I think he like ends the video, but he doesn't, and it's just him like, why won't you feel pain? And I was like, oh,
Listen. I have been banned from over 43 dental establishments for breaking the fish tanks, and I don't want to bring this up again because I have my lawyers waiting in the wings. I have a guy looking at me right now with shades on telling me not to talk about this, but I was really, really, really inspired by Finding Nemo, and that's it. That's the story.
okay, no, but actually on that, why do you
Mhm.
like dental offices always have fish tanks?
It's like something to
What else
look
are you
at
gonna
when
look
you're
at?
waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna look at?
A clown.
Put a clown in a box in the wall. Let me out of here. That's pretty cool.
Like,
I think.
why not like iguanas or like snakes? Why like fish?
Okay, well,
Fish don't even have teeth.
no, they probably would put
They have
iguanas and stuff. Yeah, they have. I think they have the thing that we don't have, which is like the what? Okay, listen. Don't.
We have a
laugh at
lot
me.
of things fish have. We don't
Okay,
have a
I
lot of
know.
things fish have.
We can walk around, we can, talk and stuff. But like there's a specific type of like our teeth could have ended up as like a single bone, and I think fish might have that, except with like some grooves on it, some tiny grooves. They don't have individual teeth, I'm
What are you
sure.
talking about?
Yeah, I know there's a name for it.
Have you ever
For-
seen piranhas and like sharks, my guy?
Okay,
I
sharks
feel like
have teeth.
Fish have teeth.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I'm going to
Goldfish.
retcon all the bullshit that I just said. The reason is because, like, a lot of fish are probably... I don't know if a lot of fish are carnivorous. I'm pretty sure they're omnivores or mostly herbivores, but more carnivorous animals have sharper teeth. So that's why sharks have those teeth, and that's why we have canines. Arr. So...
Oh, what the fuck? Oh wait, yeah, no, fish have teeth, but they just have them by their throat. I just searched it up.
That's
terrifying.
actually disgusting. I didn't know that. I was using layman's
Ugh.
terms. I was literally guessing the
Well,
whole
let's
time.
not judge the fish.
There's like I found a picture of a fish and it has like human ass teeth. That is a nightmare feel.
Well, if
Not
you
you.
were a fish, that's what your teeth would look like. So would you be comfortable hearing that? What if we have viewers who have fish teeth and they're listening to this?
Okay,
Listening
here's
to
the
us
thing.
insult them.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be a fish.
that's
In a second life, I'd be a sloth
a lobster.
or tree.
I would pick a lobster. Actually,
Yeah,
fuck
we get
no.
it.
I
You
would,
watched the movie. You
No,
liked it.
I wouldn't pick a lobster. I think if I was any animal after I, reincarnated, I would probably be some sort of bird. I like the idea of being able to fly around places and like people watch, like going to London, just watching like everyone mill around. That'd be kind of cool.
So Ethan likes to shit on people as a pigeon.
Okay.
What about you,
And-
Henry? What would you choose?
Yeah. What would you choose?
Something more sensible.
Maybe
You going back to your...
a person again?
Well, okay, obviously
that
we
an
can't choose
option?
people again. No.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't know. Why
I
can't?
mean,
I was swallowing. That's a good stupid
Or
thing.
how about like what does well? Like like a well off cat.
Just living in a home. That'd be nice. Yeah, living with a rich family in a house.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Not-
pretty chill life. Nothing really to worry about.
Then you could really realize your furry fantasy.
Okay.
Garfield,
like-
Tale of Two Kitties.
I know that like there's like a dark timeline for me because when I was young, I really like my favorite animal was cats and stuff, right?
Hold
that-
on. You can't start that after I just said something furry and then say,
Yeah.
there's a dark timeline when I was
No,
a child.
I was saying like there could have been like a dark timeline because when I was a kid, I liked the
Could've.
Warrior Cat series, right? You know, like Aaron Hunter. The
Oh,
Warrior Cat series?
I remember that was the book series that a bunch of kids that didn't talk to people read, and I was like, okay.
That's
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay,
here's the thing.
It's true.
You might be right. You might be right. I didn't talk to a lot of people, but you're out of line there. That's straight fucked up.
Okay, but like, I also didn't talk to people. I was reading
Yeah.
Stephen King in like grade 6. I was very strange.
Oh,
So.
yeah. No, but yeah, like I was saying, like I feel like there could have been a dark timeline where right now, because of Warrior Cats, I could have been a furry.
This is why
'Cause
you
I was
like.
thinking, like, how many people are furries because of the Warrior Cat series? Because I know I think they did like bears and dogs later, and it's like
Are there,
okay,
sexual themes in the Warrior Cats book? What's the reason that could make you a furry?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. A lot of like.
What?
Well, a lot of kinks happen from like cartoons and shit. Maybe
Oh,
maybe
what?
there's like an underlying sexual thing. I don't know.
And what
It's-
leads you to that conclusion, Ethan?
Well, the nature of kinks and fetishes.
well, I mean, you seem to have experience with kinks and fetishes from
Get
cartoons.
out of my house.
Is, is there a reason why you have it? You always have a chef's hat in your bedroom?
She is so hot. Don't even get me started, okay?
Okay, no, we're not doing this again.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about like being controlled by a rat, but okay.
No, not that. Colette from Ratatouille. My
Okay.
one true love that is not real, unfortunately. But whatever.
Okay.
My friends unironically send me TikToks of like people who are like, I look like Colette, and they're like, hey, I found this for you. And I was like, thank you, but also, god damn it.
A few months ago, there was a TikTok musical of Ratatouille, the Ratatouille. I bought a ticket to it, and it was
Why
like
would you
$5.
do that?
And it was just a bunch of like teenagers in their bedroom, like filming themselves singing Ratatouille songs, and stuff. And like it was all like clipped together.
Oh boy!
The singer from Queen, the new lead singer, like Adam
Lambert.
Oh,
they revived Freddie Mercury.
No, he was Remy's brother.
the fat rat that eats garbage.
Yeah. It was so bad, but it was also like really good at the same time.
That's really fucking funny to me. I don't know why. We couldn't get Freddie Mercury, so here's this guy. I guess we'll make him the garbage-eating rat. Why? Oh, that's so funny. Why did you buy tickets to that?
Well, because it was like so hyped up. I'm like,
it was hyped up.
I watched it with Michelle, and we were ready to watch this thing.
You know what?
Like,
yeah, because
Friday night.
You and I watched the Shrek musical, so I won't.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what's better than the Shrek musical though? Shrek Retold. Back in first year when that came out.
Good.
Oh, that was good.
That was pretty good. You know what else was better? What was that Kung Fu Panda ripoff that we watched in high school?
Oh my god, that was what was the name of that?
I want to find it again. It was insane.
I don't know if you know, Yash. It was like this dollar store $1 movie. It was like it was a remake or like a clone of like Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah,
but it looks like it was made like with technology from like 20 years before Kung Fu Panda came out.
It literally looked like a PS2 graphics version of Kung Fu Panda, except all the characters were slightly different, and they were also like mostly human. But the main character was like, of course, the tiny fat panda, and like
I don't think it was. I think the panda was like a side character.
Oh,
it was so weird.
I know that it was black and white, like it was supposed to look like the panda to trick you into buying it, you know, because it's like it's targeted for grandmothers who don't know what Kung Fu Panda is, and they go and see it, and they're like, oh, Kung Fu Panda, and they bring it home to their grandsons, and their grandsons are like, wow, I hate Kung Fu Panda. So, because you know there are unironically like people who grew up thinking, yeah, that was Kung Fu Panda, and then they see like clips of it now, and they just have that moment that like, what's it called? That Berenstein thing where you remember
Berenstein effect?
Yeah. They have that where they're like, there's no way.
No, that's a thing though, because there's like a similar thing with Bollywood where all like a lot of like English movies get ripped off in Bollywood, but not even well.
That's interesting.
Like there's this movie that was one of my favorite movies when I was young. It's called Quan. I found out years later it was a ripoff of E.T. But now I've pledged to myself that I'm never going to watch E.T. because I don't want to ruin that movie.
No.
Right. Yeah.
We had this so like a few years ago, this movie called like Hansel and Gretel came out. It was like a retelling of it's like the guy from the Avengers, like the
this
Hawkeye
is Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, him. Jeremy Renner. And so it was like that. That's the movie, right? And so we got it, and it was like it was called Hansel and Gretel, right? But like it was not the movie because we were like, okay, when's Jeremy Renner gonna show up? And it's just like this really shitty version of like the Hansel and Gretel story, but it's like in like the current year, whatever. And so well, I think we were like halfway into it. It was like 2 hours long. We're like, is this the right movie? It's like one of those companies that just sort of like they make a quick movie in the hopes that people like buy it because they're confused.
Yeah. Wasn't that the one where they were like they hunted witches? Wasn't that the plot sort of?
That was the plot of like the actual movie. Yeah.
I think I remember one detail from it that was really, really stupid was that like throughout the whole movie, the Jeremy Renner's character is like taking these shots of like this mysterious thing, and you're like, oh, what is it? What is it? And at the end of the movie, it's revealed that he just has diabetes from the house with all the candy, and that's it. And there's just it's so
He's just taking insulin.
yeah, that's it. It's not magical. It's just I'm taking insulin. I have diabetes. That's it. It's trying to be like gritty noir Hansel and Gretel. It's so strange.
No, okay.
Oh,
I
no.
on that. Like, I remember. Do you guys remember Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Yes,
Oh,
my
yes.
I watched
So
that with my
good.
family, and they were
I
like,
haven't
"What the
seen it.
hell is this?"
I haven't seen it, but there's a movie I really want to watch that came out the same year called Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. It's marked as Zombie Hunter.
Okay,
And
wait, what?
I saw a scene of it on YouTube, and it's a scene where there's like Stonewall Jackson or something. They're like fighting into like some sort of wall, like some sort of like walled compound, and like they're all like they're shooting against like some random people. I don't know the story, obviously. And then one of them gets shot, like gets like bit by a zombie. So Abe Lincoln naturally just runs up, shoots the man, and then decapitates him in front of everyone. And it like goes to, like people's faces. They're shocked because like they just see like this man getting shot in like in the head and decapitated by Abe Lincoln. It's really weird. It's canon in the universe where
In our universe?
you know how he was like Abe Lincoln was assassinated, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who assassinated him again? I can't remember his name.
John
Wilkes
Wilkes.
Booth. Yeah.
John. Okay, Booth. So what actually happens is Wilkes Booth is a renowned zombie hunter, and Abraham Lincoln gets bit by a zombie waiting to his life, but he doesn't want to like. I think it was the synopsis thing in the
Oh my
in like
God.
the description. It was like
There's
Abe
no way.
Lincoln didn't want like the public to know the zombies were back, so he hires John Wilkes Booth to assassinate him to cover it up.
Oh my
That's
God.
canon.
That's crazy.
What
You know, John Wilkes Booth was like the younger brother of like a well-known actor at the time.
Oh yeah, no.
It's
Oh,
kind of like
Jesus.
if you look into like the actual events of like that night, it was like a coordinated plot to like kill a bunch of like the heads of government of the states.
Oh,
But the guy
jeez.
who was supposed to kill the vice president, or like Andrew Johnson, he got like really drunk that night, and so he didn't do it.
That's pretty funny, actually.
I mean,
Ugh.
Wasn't the
Probably
entire
smart
the
move.
Archduke like the session of Archduke Franz Ferdinand like the bomb went off prematurely and then they went on different paths. So like they like what was it? He gave up and then he went to like a sandwich store and just as
Yes.
he came out of that sandwich store like Archduke Franz Ferdinand just happened to be like,
Literally
driving
in his
by
car. Yeah. Yeah.
and he's
That's
like
what I remember.
it's like
Classic.
here's the thing like
Classic.
you already gave up but like when the opportunity just comes to you it's like fuck it I'm taking it.
Yeah. That's a Gavrillo moment. Classic Gavrillo moment.
Gavrilo Princip, true Chad. All you need to do is follow his stomach.
Man.
That's good.
I was so confused for a sec because you were like, they had a bomb, and I was like, he didn't throw a bomb in the car. What are you talking about? But
No, but like it was a bomb that like changed their path.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's weird. History is a funny mess of craziness. That's what I've learned most about Irish history is that almost every single Irish historical event plays out like a Three Stooges skit. It's very, very funny. It is
Even
like,
the Troubles?
literally.
Are you saying that the Troubles are like Three Stooges?
No. Yeah, no. So
Are
in
you telling me the 1976 car bombing of
No,
Lord
no.
was of a
Okay.
Three Stooges?
let me re-clarify. From 1916 to like the 1920s, so far what I've learned, everything plays out like a Three Stooges skit. It's like
Also-
there's a lot of accidents that like end up being good. There's a lot of like improv. There's a lot of generally just like actually funny scenarios. It's very, very strange. But-
You went from Irish history to a period of 4 years.
Okay, listen, the podcast is called Irish History. So
Oh.
yeah, that's what I meant. I'm not saying all of Irish history because car bombs are not funny. I mean, they're funny right now. I'm laughing. I genuinely don't know anything about that except for the fact that there were car bombs. I don't know the totality of like what happened. So if I'm making an offensive joke, you can just bleep all of this out, right, Henry?
No, I've never bleeped anything
Okay,
out.
perfect, awesome. That's great.
This
I always
is
say I
going
will.
on your record.
It's
if
fine.
It's gonna be
It's fine.
permanent.
if this gets you fired, honestly, that's a dub right there.
I'm gonna be looking at this audio readout in 15 years in a suit, like sweating in a courtroom.
Like I think it'd be really funny if like you just somehow like trick someone into marrying you. They're Irish, and then you just happen to like show them this podcast you made when you were a
Oh,
young'un,
man.
and then they're like listening through. They're like, I like this, and they get to like episode 14, and then they hear you like trivializing the troubles, and like their close family members died in it, and then they divorce you.
Yeah, they put a bomb in my car.
So
Okay.
you really double down there.
All right, let's go to the fads topic that we were gonna cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're here now, 25 minutes in. So today's topic, or we like to do themes around here sometimes. Sometimes we don't, but we're going to talk about sort of fads. I don't know what you guys looked at, but I was thinking like more like in our lifetime. If it's not that, that's obviously fine. But like,
Yeah.
anyone have one they'd like to start with? A fun fad?
I guess I could. I mean, it's kind of like the opposite of a fad though. Like when I was a kid, I was like one of those real little shits who thought he was like way too good for stuff. So I never downloaded Vine because I'm like, I'm way too cool for this. Like screw Vine, I don't want it. So I had like this. I tried to like make like a fad of, or like a sort of like thing of like hating Vine. But and to this day, I've never really watched any Vines. So like whenever it was really awkward, especially like in middle school, where like people are referencing all these Vines, I have no idea what they're talking about, and I'm like, ha ha.
You
This
ever
was
watched
just you.
like Vine compilations?
No.
If we say like Vines, you won't know what they are.
I mean, I think like
Alright,
I've
let's
gotten like
do- I wanna
some
do
info
a
distilled.
test. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna say some famous. You tell me if there's
This is gonna
anything.
suck.
Okay, ready? Come get y'all juice.
No.
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 Yush. Fucking wait. D's Nuts was not Vine, was it?
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, I was gonna get to D's Nuts later because that's the exception.
You were gonna get to D's Nuts, Yush?
Okay.
Next test.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh, I know that one.
No, nothing.
Just
Okay.
checking.
Okay.
All
Okay. Ethan, you got any?
I ain't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all get no sleep because of me.
Yeah. Yes.
No reaction. Nothing.
Whoa.
Wow.
No,
This man
That's
is
actually
really,
impressive.
really
'Cause here-
resisted all of this. How have you just
Here's the
dodged this?
thing, like obviously I like grew up a little bit and realized screw being cringe and everything, right?
How did that work out for you? Yes.
How about you?
Sorry, that's so mean.
How about you get loved by literally anyone in your life? Oh wait,
I'm working on it.
No. Like I think it got to the point where like I realized that like okay, I haven't seen any Vine compilations, and I think it'd be really funny if I just make a point to just not watch them now. Like
yeah.
in like the past like couple years, I've had like maybe I should just like try out watching a Vine compilation to see like how they are, right?
Just the
But then
itch,
I'm like,
the
I think
urge.
it'd be really funny if like I just didn't.
Okay,
It's
so
like here's the thing, it's a good conversation starter.
Mhm.
You gotta know this one. Ready? Vroom vroom. I'm in me mom's car.
That's a classic. Come on.
Well, like
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
shut up.
okay.
All right. Yeah, there
It's
we
just
There
a
you
British
go.
kid. It's just a
It's a-
British kid,
Don't-
right?
Come on.
go. That is, yes.
What about? Let's get some more here. Oh, you gotta know. Oh, what are those? Oh, come on.
Okay, yeah, I obviously heard that.
That's-
That
Come
one's
on.
Was that
Yeah, no.
was the damn Daniel guy on Vine? Was that him?
I might have been.
I really-
might have been on the
Oh.
Vine.
I really hope it was, and it wasn't just a video that got popular, because that would that
Can
feels
I
like it
hear your
only
best
belongs on Vine.
damn Daniel.
For me, okay. Damn, Daniel. That hurts so bad.
um
Oh,
The funniest
God.
thing is that like the guy who like the character, the Daniel guy, the actual Daniel
Daniel's
on the
not
Ellen
real.
show, he got the shit, but the guy who like made the video and like did the voice got nothing.
Oh, that actually sucks. What the
You know,
fuck?
I think Ellen gave him some white Vans or something, or like, and the guy who made it got like nothing or something.
Yeah, I feel also if the Daniel guy was like some, I don't know, portly kid with spectacles and like looked like he didn't wash his hair, it would not be popular at all. Like, I feel like that is definitely a factor. It's like the Alex from Target sensation. You know that stupid thing?
Oh yeah, just like the dude.
I'm pretty sure he also turned out to be like a kind of a douchebag. Alex from Target.
Damn, Alex from Target. That's fucked up. If you to be
I
a
think-
douchebag.
Alex from Target controversy. Let's see.
I'm canceling Alex from Target.
Alex from Target, the other side of fame,
Bro,
the New
I'm
York
never
Times.
shopping at Target again.
Oh man. Also, this guy was 16 years old. That's kind of gross. What the hell?
Yeah, that's kind of
That's
gross.
very weird. That was
I'm
a
just-
different time on the
I'm on
internet.
Daniel's side now.
I'm on Daniel's side.
You're a
I'm
Daniel
on Alex's
synthesizer.
side.
Team Daniel.
So
You're a Daniel
so
synthesizer.
here's a fact I want to talk about because I've got like an example. So so you remember silly bands, like those
Yes.
little elastic bands?
I
that would,
never
like,
bought into
make a
that.
shape?
I was the same as Yush. I was like, nope, I'm never doing this.
There was this girl. This was like I think grade 5 for us, so it was like
Oh,
huge,
wow.
right? And
It was
I'm
that
pretty
long
sure there was this girl at my school who was allergic to latex, right?
Oh no.
And
Oh,
silly
yeah.
bands are made of latex, and so she wanted to be included. And this is like
Oh,
looking back, it's
no.
kind of sad, but then it was like, is this still kind of funny? She kept the silly bands in a little plastic bag,
Oh.
right?
I thought you were gonna say she like put him on her arm and she looked like a walking Michelin Man.
No.
That'd be terrible. Just like constantly red, like, guys, look, I'm fitting in. Being rushed to the ER.
But like I never really had any. Like I never got to like buy any, and I didn't know where to get them.
Yeah, I know my sister got them a bit. I didn't know where to get them either. I never was interested in it. I've always had a resistance to stuff that gets like really popular really fast, mainly because I feel like it's gonna be shit. I don't know. It falls within the realm of like radio pop music, you know, stuff that's in like the top 100 where you listen to it and you're like, I don't know.
You're an elitist.
So you're not bumping "Levitating" by Dua Lipa right now?
No, like I've never listened to anything by like most artists on like top, like whatever. But that's like I carry that with other stuff. Like I was when the Fortnite first got popular, because I feel like that would be a fad.
When the Fortnite.
When the Fortnite got popular, dude. Okay, two fads: Fortnite and Among Us. Those are two
Amogus!
gigantic fads.
Sus.
Dude.
I've never
Sus.
played.
Sussy
I played
baka.
one round of Fortnite. I've never played
Yeah.
Among Us. Sussy
I-
baka.
Yeah,
I
are we
played
having
Among Us a bit.
Amogus Fortnite? Amogus game night? We
I
having
know,
it,
yeah.
boys?
You're acting kind of sus right now. I might have to vote you out and boot you because you vented.
That sucks. But yeah, I played a bit of Among Us. I was like, it's fun, I guess. But like, I don't know. And I played Fortnite a little, like for 2 or 3 rounds, and I was like, I get it. I just don't like battle royales. Like I played
me
COD
neither.
Warzone for a bit, and I was like, this just isn't that fun, to be honest. I don't know. I don't like the whole gameplay loop of that, and I didn't really like the gameplay loop of Among Us. I don't know why it got so popular, but you know what?
This is
You
the
know, it's
guy
like
that
one of
we
those-
played.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say this is the guy talking about gameplay loops. When we tried playing Borderlands 2 for a bit, they all got bored of it really quickly. But for some reason, the entire time we were playing, Ethan like every like 10-15 minutes was like opened up his menu and just started like spinning his character like, oh my god, the UI's so good.
Okay, the UI in Borderlands is very good. I didn't do
You wanna
that.
know why I
though.
said that? You want
only
to
did it a few
hear why I
times.
said it's good? Because if you move your
It
your
spins.
character, the UI spins.
It spins. It's so cool.
Get a life.
Dude, okay.
Get laid.
Also, that game is one of the this is why I want to play Dead Island, is because those types of games where I can just press the mouse button and like talk is great, because like when I'm playing games with friends, I turn into an absolute brick. You cannot direct me anywhere. I have to just follow the group. I don't have any agency. I just swing at whatever moves. That's it. I would be terrible in war. I'd be perfect in war.
What?
I just follow commands blindly if I'm surrounded by other people, I
Oh,
guess.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think you'd be good in war, Ethan.
No, that's literally what a perfect soldier would be. Anyways, what's a fad that I was okay. I went on a site looking for fads. Apparently Coney 2012 is listed as a fad.
Oh my god, Coney.
Did they ever get the guy?
No.
Probably,
Coney,
it's a
Joseph
fad.
Coney might be dead, might be alive. There's
Oh my
okay.
God.
There was this really good breakdown. I think it was Oki's Weird Videos. Let me check
Mm.
that on YouTube. He
Oki's Weird
did,
Stories.
yeah, Oki's Weird Story. Sorry.
Wow, big fan.
He made a whole like well researched breakdown of the entirety of like the Coney 2012 stuff. I think it
Yeah.
was him.
Oh,
Maybe
can I
someone
The
else.
interject
rise and fall of Coney, 2012 or
Wait,
whatever.
yeah.
Can
Okay,
I
it wasn't
interject?
Oki, but
Can I
yeah, go
can I
ahead.
interject for 1 second? Okay. Also, that video I think was Internet Historian.
Yeah, no, I just found it. Yeah.
And I didn't know what Coney 2012 was. Chris had to show me that Internet Historian video. I thought Coney 2012 was like a something like MagFest or like AnimeCon. I thought it was just like a con. I didn't know what it was. I was like, "Who's Coney? Why do they have a like a whole thing for him?" That's so
It was
weird.
kind of like a big group of children in a way.
I just didn't know what it was. I had no clue. Was this like the Twitter I don't know, like
It was
Instagram post to your story before the
no, it was
Instagram post for your story?
yeah,
Was
it
it
was
bigger?
kind of like
Kinda.
basically he was like I don't know where he's from, but he led like basically a children's army.
It was
The
the Lord's
Lord's
it was
Christian
the LRA, the
Rebellion.
Lord's Resistance Army.
Yeah, and
So
so
Well, they must be fighting for something good. It's the Lord.
this guy's plan was basically like to make Coney Joseph Coney
Right,
like
the guy.
a celebrity, so like no one could ignore him.
Right.
mhm.
And so the idea was like, okay, we want to get this guy on the cover of Time and on every single
GQ.
news site. Everyone needs to know who he is because if everyone
Yeah.
knows who he is, then you can't ignore it, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, that has not fared well in
Mhm.
the year of our Lord 2020 and onwards, as we've seen online.
No,
That's weird. It's the first, like, I don't know. Definitely not the first case of mob mentality activism, but like, I don't know. I
Reddit
think
and
of
the
this
Boston
era.
Bomber.
oh my god,
I think Reddit is the worst thing for fads.
Oh,
Like
God,
we've
dude.
gone
No,
from
it
we've
either
gone
kills
from
them or starts them.
yeah, like obviously like back in the day it was still like fun. Like remember like the fads of like rage comics? Rage comics?
Oh yeah,
Like back in like
and
2010
planking.
or something?
Remember planking?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
planking.
I kind of like that. Bring that back. That's harmless and funny.
yeah,
Bring
that
it
was
back.
funny.
Well, people were like planking on like the edge on like weren't they like planking on railings and stuff and then falling to their
Falling
deaths?
to their deaths.
What
That happened. I
Can
know
you
that
guys bring
happened.
that back? That's so depressing. Oh, I just found a very, very good fad. Do you guys remember this shit? Remember the Harlem Shake?
Oh my.
Here's the thing.
We're all
the
just
thing.
having nostalgia blasts.
The Harlem Shake, technically Joji created that because it was Pink Guy.
Joji created the Harlem Shake, and
Yeah.
also a lot of really racist videos.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh wow, I'm going through this list right now, and holy crap, I am really getting hit with so many that I would not have thought of.
Oh, here we
I
go.
was
Yeah.
Let's talk about everyone's favorite. I think this was like 2012, 2013. Flappy Bird, that app where it's like
Oh yeah,
all
the
it
guy
was
just
was
shut
just,
it
like,
down.
it was all it was like you just go through like pipes, right? It was like okay, it was a tough
Yeah.
game, sure, but it's like
Oh, dude.
why did that warrant so much attention?
You know,
Didn't
you
Leslie
know what
just
is
kill his
simple.
brother?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's technically I think like one of the first games that like start like the current like modern
yeah, I was about to say
the modern
Model.
like
model.
model for like creating mobile games because
Yeah.
if you look on the App Store, I remember when I was a kid, mobile games were the shit. Like some of them were actually
Yeah.
good, right?
I know they were
But
so
now
good.
people just pump out the same generic sort of game with
Yeah.
like the same sort of like scoring system that's horribly made.
Yeah. Well,
And
look
they'll
at
just pump
Ketchup.
them out. Yeah, ketchup's the number one thing. They just pump them out, right?
They're just ad
And-
machines.
And in the ads, like I always see it, like you always see like, the ads where, like people are playing games horribly. That's on purpose.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, because then they like it's supposed to rile you up. It's like, but like anyone who
because you're like, I could do that. And
but
then-
anyone who like actually recognizes that won't like do it because like it's stupid, right? It's the same thing as like scammers. Like
Yeah.
scammers like have purposefully like write shit poorly because they already want to filter out the people who won't fall for it in the first place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
It's one thing that is depressing that I'm kind of noticing by looking at these fads is they're almost like predictions of what is going to be popular in the future. So like we have the Coney 2012 stuff, which is like, you know, mob mentality activism, which is like the total norm right now. And then we also have
But
Flappy
here's
Bird,
the thing:
which
it's
is
not
the
even
norm
mob
for-
mentality. like mom mentality isn't like the worst part
Well,
about it. So the part
yeah.
where people aren't even actually educated what's even going
No,
on.
I know that. Well, that I feel like that would fall into the category of what I'm trying to define here. I just don't know what the word would be. And then like, yeah, you said the model for phone games now, like they're just ad machines. Wow, this is making me sad.
You know what fad I do want back though?
What's
The
that?
killer clown craze.
Oh
Back
my
in
god, what the
2016.
hell?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
What the
that
hell
was
was that?
so funny.
That was
It was like
very weird.
Was that when it came out, or was that like separate?
No, it came out in like 2019.
Okay, never mind.
No,
But
not
yeah,
20. It might have been.
there was just
It was
like some people were just
2017.
it.
No, it was October 2017.
Okay, because I know the killer clown craze was like 2015 or 2016, and that was the funniest thing ever. I loved it.
2016 clown.
You just
studies,
see
yeah.
everyone freaking out over these clowns, or it's just some neckbeard in a clown costume.
Oh my god,
But-
dude! Incident. Go on the Wikipedia page. Look at the incidents tab. Australia, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Croatia, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Ireland, Mexico, New Zealand, Netherlands, Norway, Singapore, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, United States, and
I mean,
all
it's the
states.
same. It's the same thing as like the monolith thing they found in America.
That's
But-
so many. Oh, that was
Oh,
that was just a lame art installation
Yeah.
thing though.
Yeah.
Like people spotted the bolts instantly and they were like, "Oh
Mhm.
wow, what a cool monolith."
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
It was so
That was-
that
was like a-
mysterious.
that was like
But
a
yeah,
forced thing to
The
start.
mystery of the clown was like it was never like undone because it wasn't coordinated, right? Now it's like kind of the allure, the mystique of
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah,
Where it was
Henry.
just like-
When?
Have you heard like the backstory though of like why like it was so fucked up?
Wait, I have a theory quickly. Before Henry, when did we go to Chicago? When
we went
was
to
that?
Chicago in either like May 2014.
Oh, 20. Damn it! Because I was gonna say if you entered the clown room, that's what unleashed the clowns.
Oh,
That's what
maybe.
unleashed all of them into the world. Anyways, Yash, what were you gonna say?
Okay, so there's the clown craze, right? And then people were going on patrols and stuff, really stupid, right? Here's the thing, though. I remember reading some articles of like interviews of actual clowns talking about how like their way of life's been ruined. No one likes clowns about their other jobs. No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. It was a really sad article.
I know, but yes, you can't say they were interviewing actual clowns about their quality of life. Even
And
if
they're
a clown
talking
is
about clown
being
school.
I mean, clowns like one of their main purposes is to also be sad. Like that's what makes them funny sometimes
What?
too. So yeah,
Yeah.
clowns are. There's a whole thing that clowns do. You have clowns that
Yeah,
like
sad
act
clowns.
Oh,
depressed
there's like
and
the
sad.
types
Yeah.
of clowns, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like the,
So like
yeah,
that just
yeah.
sounds so funny to me. Like they're, and I also thought you meant that they're interviewing the actual killer clowns. Like,
No.
why are you out here? He just goes and like slashed him with a machete.
No, but like it's like apparently like it really screwed stuff up for like professional clowns. Because here's the thing: professional clowns are already reeling from like John Wayne Gacy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The after
And then
effects. Yeah.
they people
Hard
like
to
finally
recover.
putting John Wayne Gacy
Oh, yeah.
behind them, and
And
then
then now it's the
and then they get the clown craze, and then and now clowns are like out of work.
yeah.
This is screwed up. This is actually messed up.
The killer clown craze was the Elon Musk Bitcoin fiasco to clown.
Oh
to
my
clown
God.
Workers everywhere.
Yeah, okay, we
all
can't
of
talk
it
about
came
fats. We're talking
tumbling
about
down.
crypto. God.
Yeah, crypto. I think people are. No, I'm not saying people are realizing cryptos are fat. That's the dumbest thing ever. Because obviously it's still going to continue. But like on Twitter right now, so many people are just taking screenshots of the market of like crypto coins and whatever, and they're all just like negative 40%. Like
So-
I don't know. Oh yeah, because China banned crypto. I think that's why. Something like
I mean,
that.
China
read
banned
that.
for to have their own coin or something, right? I can't
It's just
remember.
because like Tesla like bought and sold, and like Elon Musk is like
He dressed up as
indecisive with his
Wario.
crypto holdings.
Oh, it was really
Yeah,
funny.
that was
Someone
terrifying.
mapped like Dogecoin's price when he was on SNL,
Mhm.
and every single time he did a new bit, it just went lower and lower.
Yep.
It started like tanking the moment he showed up, and just got worse and worse. It was funny. Here's the thing: even with all this, there's apparently like a big issue where, especially on Twitter, where people respond to stuff that like Musk does,
Oh yeah.
acting as their Musk, as if they're Musk, and they do like the send me like this much Bitcoin
Oh,
or whatever,
yeah.
and I'll double it. How do you fall for that?
I read the article.
know.
Basically, like, the amount of money lost from those kind of scams, I think Elon Musk alone was $2 million.
What the
The average amount was
How?
1,000 per person.
Oh
And
my
overall,
It's
like
more
those
than a
type of
million.
scams where it's like send me crypto, I'll double it and send it back. It was like 80 mil for all those. It was
Jesus,
crazy.
dude.
Because like you
Nerds on the
think,
internet are powerful. That can fuel a small country. What the fuck? That's so much.
I
Dude,
don't
the
think. I think since we grew up with computers, and I feel like all of us like are know tech to like a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
But it's weird to think there are people who don't get it. I remember like back when there's like the first Bitcoin craze, right? I just saw people talking about how they like put their entire life savings into Bitcoin,
Oh
and
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
oh my god, I was mortified. But then even seeing people fall for this, it's like all you have to do is look at the actual account, and it's not Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But
I
there
mean,
was a thing where like they had his account for a while. Or
Yeah,
he was, right?
I remember.
that one
I
was
think
the
I remember seeing
biggest
that.
one. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. I mean, I have like there's the two creeds where it's like, you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile, and then also all people like this is the economic one where it's like all people in a system. I'm bastardizing it, but like are rational. Like that's only the average, right? So it's like you're gonna have these people that are just total psychopaths with what they spend their money on or whatever, and it's like I guess that's one of them, but I don't know. And like I think there's also that generational divide. Like I had a
mhm.
conversation with my grandma or whatever, and we were talking about space, and she was like, it dawned on me that she literally has no idea like how gravity works or like how planets and stuff work at all or what stars are. And I was like, oh wow, like I guess you wouldn't have been taught that in school, and you wouldn't have had a reason to know that because she was born like right after like post war, and then
Mm.
immigrated to Canada. So it's like
I
I
mean,
don't
if she
know.
was born right after post-war, she would have been like of like high school age
Yeah,
by the
but
time
I
the
don't
Apollo
even know if
landings.
they I don't know what they would have taught. I don't fault my grandma for not retaining that. She's also like probably drunk like 90% of the time, but it doesn't matter. Like I don't blame her for not knowing that, of course. And I'm also younger, so like the knowledge is gonna be fresher in my mind. When I'm 70, I'm probably not gonna give a shit about like the planets, but I mean, I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
you're like, Grandma, how are you? She's like, I don't know what a planet is.
I don't know what a planet is. Please tell me. But
Where
like
it,
you know.
you guys know like the ending of Interstellar? How like was it like Ruth or whatever's like
Yeah.
entire family's like around, or Rooney's like entire family's like around her like the deathbed, right?
It's not
I've
none of those. It's Murphy.
Murphy's close enough. Shut up. Like I'm
Rooney.
just shut up.
What a Rooney moment.
I'm just like imagining like Ethan's on his deathbed. His not honestly, not even his family, like because Ethan will never
That yes, true. I'm never gonna
feel the
start. I'm gonna
touch
be
of a
around
significant
all the
other.
house plants and cats and dogs that I own.
But like Ethan's gonna be like at his deathbed, and he's gonna be like,
What's
Colette,
no,
Doc.
I'll be like, what's a planet? And I just die. No.
That,
The inside of my mind is gonna be like that fourth dimensional space that Matthew McConaughey's in. Just flailing around like, all right. Stuck there.
Murph.
Murph.
see, okay, that's why I said Murphy. Okay, he says Murph all the time.
Murphy's Law.
Oh no, I
Dude.
I still said Rooney, didn't I?
Murphy's
Shit.
Law. Rooney's
No,
Law.
you
What
said
can
Murph.
happen will happen.
What will happen can happen.
Oh, is it the
Um,
opposite? I guess that is Rooney's Law. Then is the opposite.
no,
of what
what
you
could
said.
happen will happen.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
remember the crazy frog?
Oh my
Do
god, I
do
can't
do
get him
do
out of my
do
head.
do do do.
You
Is
know
that the
what?
right one?
You know what thing gave me like almost nightmares was the one video of him doing "We Are the Champions" by Queen, and he's like chasing
Mm.
around multiple copies of himself. It's like terrifying. Crazy Frog falls within the purview of cartoons or animated things where it's like you have this feeling of dread every single time you watch it because that is the only animated character in this entire world that they've built. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but like old Wallace and Gromit, like claymation shit, Wallace and Gromit are the only living beings on their quote unquote planet. Like you don't see anyone else. So it's really creepy. It literally like this is where it would feel like a Beckett play. They feel like the only ones there. So you're watching it and he's like,
Yeah,
"Come
it's
get some
only the
cheese,
crazy
Gromit."
frog. And like,
Yeah, and it's just creepy.
what?
Oh.
Okay, you know
Aren't
what's the
there
worst,
robots
Fat
Wait,
or
though?
oh,
something?
wait,
Do you guys?
real quick, go on the Wikipedia for Crazy Frog right now and go to the list called controversies and then go look at the last one.
Oh.
Okay, while I do that, I was gonna say, do you guys remember? Like, obviously, it was like Keep Calm and Carry On, which absolutely sucked, right?
Mm.
But do you remember the mustache one? That's like that exact
yeah.
same mustache everyone would have, and people like tattooed it.
Oh, that stupid thing, the Marky Moo mustache or whatever.
What?
What?
Markiplier's mustache that he would stick on everything, and then everyone also just did that. Is that what you're talking
It's
about?
like the curly handlebar. No, not the
Yeah,
handlebar.
that
The
one.
curly.
Exactly.
No, not a handlebar. Like the
Yeah,
curly, like gentleman
that's the
mustache.
Markiplier mustache.
Oh, but
That's
he
the
doesn't have a
one. Go look at
mustache,
it.
does
Yeah, I think he just bought into that handlebar mustache and they
What
made his
the
own.
hell is that photo on
What is
like
it?
the Crazy Frog Wikipedia?
Okay, go down to
Oh
controversies
my
and
no, I'm
I want
transfixed right now. I'm
Hen-
transfixed.
Henry, are you on it? Go
I
read the
saw
last.
it. I
Read the
saw it.
last one
Okay,
out.
ready.
Read the last one for
All
the audience.
right. Let's get some quiet here. Okay.
No, yes. Shh.
On July 1st, 2020, the Crazy Frog Twitter account posted a depiction of the character in a noose, appearing to commit suicide by hanging. The tweet was quickly deleted, and an apology was issued. The apology itself has since been deleted.
Where did he go? Did he actually commit suicide? What happened?
Has he been back on Twitter since?
I know. I think that's it. I think it's the end of Crazy Frog. You can go.
All
search
he
it
said
up.
was goodbye world.
Yeah, goodbye
like,
world, and then a poorly edited news like on him.
It's like when Mr. Peanut died.
Oh fuck, that's so funny.
Yeah, and there's like a baby peanut now or something.
Yeah, the baby nut, and then everyone wanted to fucking kill it for like a month. I remember that too. They just wanted to
Yeah.
make peanut butter out of it because it was so awful.
Where's the
God.
Crazy Frog account? Is it gone?
And also, I love that the first controversy immediately was the fact that, you know, it's got a visible scrotum. Like, that's the thing. The frog has a visible cock and balls.
Fuck, you know what I'm sad about? Gummy Bear doesn't have a controversy. I feel like Gummy Bear was the closest to being problematic.
I hate the fact that it was like a nice normal gummy bear thing, but it had like a 5 o'clock shadow and like it looked like it was hungover. That's very creepy to me.
Oh, dubstep. Okay, I know
that was
dubstep is an
definitely a fad.
actual. I know dubstep is an actual like thing, and it still
It's
is,
a
right?
fad though. It's
There's-
definitely a fad.
Yeah, like there's been good dubstep, I guess. Maybe I don't know. I have a life,
I
but
think
like,
Knife Party still holds up. They're okay.
but like,
What? I only know Skrillex.
There's a song called Centipede by Knife Party that I unironically listen to sometimes, and it's pretty cool. I like
he
it.
also fun fact: Ethan really likes centipedes. His favorite one is a human centipede.
Listen, no, I don't like that one. It took me a second. No, I don't like those.
What about Bangarang by Skrillex? It goes like.
Oh, Bangarang. Oh my god. Where he cuts the fingers off of the ice cream truck guy in the
What?
music video.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's literally what happens. It scarred me as a 12-year-old.
Holy shit! Okay, so this is like Henry. You'll know about this because you actually have Instagram or TikTok, right? But wasn't there a trend where random people would pretend to be Holocaust victims?
Oh no.
I've heard that was a thing.
It was.
No,
Yes,
I-
it was.
I've
But
not
it was
seen
probably
that.
very small. I saw a few videos of it, and it's like POV. You and I are in the concentration camp, and it's just like really like it's supposed to be heart wrenching and bad. And it's
It's
like,
like,
oh my god, it's
No,
so awful, dude. Like they put on like shitty makeup to make their cheeks look really sunken and stuff, and they were like, POV, I'm about to be sent to the gas chambers, and I hold your hand. Like that's what it was. It was so bad, like so
that's,
No.
That's awful.
Yeah, I think it. I would like. I wouldn't say it's equivalent to the people trying to say that they're people of color because they're Italian, but it's like on an equal level of.
Why are you
putting
bringing
aside-
that up? Is that something you've been doing?
No, that's something people on TikTok have been doing. There's like I saw a screenshot where it's like people try to tell me I'm white passing, and it's like no, I'm Italian. It's like, bro, what? What are you talking about?
Oh, Henry.
I don't know.
Can you tell him? Can either of you like explain penny trading to me?
I don't know what that is at all. Does Henry know?
Get
Why are
him!
you-
Get him!
Penny trading your mom.
Oh,
I was saying like these nuts. Can we, like I've been trying so
Get
hard. I've been trying
Get out of here.
so hard for like the past couple of weeks to bring D's nuts back. Because okay,
You know what
is
you
the
should
thing
try?
I wanted to bring
You
up.
should try really hard to bring
How
back
about you get some bitches?
bitches to your house.
Okay, here's the thing, right? This is part of a longer sort of like experiment I've been doing of bring back like old like dead memes, right? Because I've been trying to bring D's nuts back. I've been like trying to coerce like
Shouldn't laugh.
Ethan into like
But you don't have to,
insanity.
you don't have to coerce me. I think D's nuts is funny. I also think fart sounds are funny.
What
Like
about the
fart
old
sound.
rage comic trend of like putting like le or lee in front of
Yeah.
I think okay. Those the image of Robert Downey Jr. holding his chest like that on the
I'm
bottom of
stuff.
memes. Yeah, it's just like there are FBI agents outside my house. I fucking love that. It's so stupid. You know what's also had a really good renaissance is
Doge.
impact font memes. No, impact
Oh.
font memes specifically. My brother showed me this one his friend made, and it was like a really abstract meme, but it like took me a minute, but I got it, and it made me laugh so hard. It was just a picture of orange juice like in a glass, and it just says in quotations allegedly because it's supposed to be OJ Simpson.
Here's the thing,
that is
though.
the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I'd say the best sort of like old meme that's had the greatest comeback has been like Doge comics, like Doge memes. Like if you ever went to like r/Doge lore, they have an entire extended universe of characters. Like they have the Robert Downey Jr. Doge and shit. It's weird.
That one's kind of. I feel like as soon as you start making lore for something, it becomes a lot like I don't know. I'm less inclined to think it's
it's like
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's like also like not as quite much lore, but like the people make like new Doge and they'll just like go in. I remember there was this
I guess it's
there's
like Pepe
this
the
one
Frog almost, except for Reddit.
Yeah, it's not just on Reddit, I'm pretty sure, but like I remember there's this one which got like for some reason someone made a story over like 10 parts or something, and it was like of a dad who bought his son a game console, but it wasn't the one the son wanted because the family was poor, and the dad died of cancer, and he was like playing. The son was like playing on the Wii. I'm like, this is a Doge. This it's literally Doge playing on the Wii. Why is this so emotional?
I'm pretty sure that's also a green text of this dude who would come home
the racing
to his
game.
Yeah, with the pizza. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I think that's also green. I think it's just another version of green text.
The one where it's like the dad and the kid, like they played like a racing game, and the dad died, because the kid never beat the ghost in the game.
Yeah, that's a classic. Pull your heartstrings, pull your gamer strings story.
But yeah, another thing that I really want to bring up. So I've had this project that I've been working on. And so in addition to not watching Vines, right, I was always I don't like dancing. So I was really against like all like the hip dances and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the Quan is. I've come to know what a dab is, and I vaguely know what a nene is, right? But I've been thinking, can I reverse engineer the Quan with nothing but other dances? Okay? Because here's my theory. I've constructed a timeline from my thoughts. The progenitor was Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Crank that. That's the first.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like those, right? And then you get like the dab. You get the whip. You get the nene. And then at some point you get the Quan. And then after the Quan, you'll have like the TikTok shit, like renegade stuff. So yeah. I think like I have to learn how to renegade, and I have to look at renegade and then compare that to like the nene or something, so I can find out how to Quan. And it's taking all I can get not to search up what the Quan is. Yeah, triangulate. Because like
obviously we know like you can watch someone whip and then watch them nene. Because those are in succession, right? Succession. I don't know what a Quan is.
Neither do I. So here's the thing. Can we do this as a project? Like I've been trying to figure out what the fuck is a Quan.
This is like how I don't know what Gay Luigi is. But you
so long, Gay Luigi.
I don't know what that is. You showed me the video multiple times. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Yes. You showed me Gay Luigi.
Oh, giant Gay. Yes, it's Waluigi. It was Waluigi. It was giant Gay Waluigi in closet.
I don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was. I watched it so many times. I was confused.
Yeah. I don't know how I found it.
Don't say, like it's an old movie you used to watch. It's like 6 seconds long.
It's 37. 37. But
okay, Waluigi in the closet.
there's another one. There's another video I found. It was Craig 9000 from the year 2020. I thankfully did remember
Oh, you know what's
to
a
watch
good
in
video?
2020.
You know what's a good video, Henry?
What?
Henry,
Huh?
potion seller, potion seller.
Honestly, it's kind of
Wait,
overdone
what?
now.
Sell me
Which
your.
one?
Don't tell me you've gotten amnesia. Sell me
Wait.
your finest potions.
Potion, Sarah.
Wait a
My
minute.
Henry.
potions are too strong
How
for
do
you.
you not? How does he actually not know? Okay,
You
I
know,
one
like you've
you
seen
do- I
it.
know-
You've seen it.
I've never seen this. What is
You
this?
have. Shut up. Shut up.
What?
You've seen it.
Yes, you have.
It's so overdone now. It is
Okay,
so overdone.
Yush, we need to take him like literally to the hospital. Like rush him past all the COVID patients. He needs to
Wait,
get
is
checked.
it just this dude? Like,
Is it just this dude?
It is so much more than
I
just a
don't know
man.
what this is.
Potion seller, sell me your finest potions. My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
I don't know the potion so much.
How? Okay, what I know you know though is the 1, 2, 3. You used to do that all the
everyone
time.
knows- Everyone knows the 1, 2.
Everybody
3.
knows. Everybody
Everyone
knows.
knows the 1, 2.
Everybody
3.
knows. And you also
Do
Well, I
introduced
we?
me
have
to
done that at parties before.
yeah. You've also introduced me to the minute hour, which you also did at a party.
Oh,
Oh, the minute hour is so good.
They're very, very.
I love the
good.
minute hour.
Yeah. I need
I
to
mean-
go binge through their stuff again.
I know Henry and I ripped off one of the minute hour things for this really dumb bit we did
Which
at
one?
some point. God, wait.
Oh, the coffee shop one?
Yes.
Like, oh, of course, the coffee shop.
Because like it was, I'm not sure if it was related to that, but my
created,
favorite bit of like almost all time has been I kind of stole it from Sure 7, where it's like you look like you give a small town in the deep south a bad name.
it's a good one.
You used to say that a lot. I never knew what it meant.
Yeah, no. Well, I think that like the deep south Bible Belt, you kind of screw the town over reputation wise, Ethan.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't think of like that town without like the negative, terrible, horrible
Connotations of Ethan
that you bring
and what
to
he's
it.
done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's also Protective Dad.
Oh, that was good.
Was it good? Was it good? Yeah,
What
on
is
your
protective
computer.
dad?
It's the
Oh.
overprotective. It's basically
It just protective. We can show you after. I don't know if you want to like. I think there's
Is
some
it-
things that we should leave behind for the podcast for our
Is
two
it-
viewers.
Is it just like a dad who's like taking his son fishing, but
Yeah.
like, being super careful of what he's
So
doing?
you want to take my daughter out on a date? Yeah.
you want to take
Wanna
my
take
beautiful,
my beautiful
blonde
blonde
hair
hair
and
No,
This-
blonde haired Daisy Duke wearing daughter out on a date.
this shit? I remember this.
Show me a penis.
Show me a penis. I remember this. I remember
Yeah.
you did that all the time. It was like I don't know. Now we're just reliving high school memories. Like
Well, no,
you-
this is university first year.
Was it
We went to
university?
the Harry Potter party.
Yes.
I know someone took a video of it, but I could never find it. I really want to cringe.
I know in high school that because Yesh and I didn't talk as much in high school, I don't think. But Henry and I were closer, and you always did the Star Wars with
Oh,
George
yes!
and Olga
Yeah.
with ruler sticks or meter sticks in physics class for some reason. You would
I
just
had this
do
bit
that.
with Tolga. We did like Emperor Palpatine, we just like saying really mundane stuff.
I
was
like
like-
that.
Anakin, it is Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I remember. And you go with your lightning. For some reason, I thought you were gonna say it is 4 p.m. Not it is Taco Tuesday.
That's even better, actually.
It's 4 p.m.
I thought the weirdest thing was
It's pretty good, actually.
I remember Henry. We also did the Mace Windu scene with Palpatine in university.
Yeah, the confrontation.
The confrontation. I always found it was really weird how whenever we did it, you'd always say, "No, you have to be Mace Windu." You have to be Mace
cannot
Windu.
be Mace Windu.
And I was saying, why? I want to try being Palpatine. You said, well, you don't look like Palpatine. I thought
Yeah.
that was really weird.
Yeah, before every bit, he would come up to like the person that he was doing it with, and he would put his arm up next to their arm, and he would like look at their, and he'd go,
Okay.
he would point at his and go, "You're gonna be Mace Windu. I'll be Palpatine. All right."
It's like
Palpatine, every time.
it's like the Simpsons or Family Guy.
Yeah, it was Family Guy.
Okay, yeah.
In the car.
Yeah. No.
Classic Henry bit.
That
Racially
was our.
profiling everyone in physics class.
It's like our past fads were like really dumb, just skits, and now I feel like our new fad that we've been doing has been just like saying
some
stuff.
bitches.
Well, one, Ethan, you need to get some bitches,
I'm
and then
in the
two,
process.
shut up, no one asked.
Shut up! That sucked. That was like funny for like a week, and then you did it for like
Hey,
4 months.
Ethan,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But now it's like a cute like
Don't laugh
making
at
up a
that.
story about like someone being really
Yeah, it's
racist.
just lying about someone's.
I like lying about what people do. That's just such a funny
'Cause
thing.
But it's like
it doesn't
eventually
work
they'll
in
believe it.
certain context, right? Because like you just start saying like, oh, like with like new people, like, oh, Yash is just a raging misogynist. He's like, Yash, like, no, I'm not. Like, oh, he just
hates
them.
women. You point at the girl in the group. He hates you.
It's
so
like-
much.
Did I
He
do that
doesn't
to you
even
if you
know
came to an
you.
HSA thing? I feel like I did a thing where like I to like people you didn't know, and I just said you beat the shit out of me. And I think I did that at one point.
think you've done worse.
That's. I think that's.
Is there worse?
I could go into it, but we don't have much time left. in
Yeah,
the episode.
we do it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really.
Us
that really is a
gaslighting
tried-
each other.
That really
Just-
is a tried and true bit, though. I really, really like it. It's very
What?
funny.
You gaslighting us, Ethan?
No, just gaslighting your friends in general with stuff that they did not do. I remember first year, one of the things that I did, instead of doing it to friends specifically, we would do it about movies. So Chris and I walked into the common area, and there was this girl, Matea, on our floor. And she unfortunately fell for our funny ploy. But what we started saying was, we were like, hey man, remember Harry Potter? And we were like, yeah, Harry Potter, the movie. It was pretty good. Yeah. And it was like, I really didn't like the scene where Dumbledore held Ron by his hair and dangled him in between the moving staircases saying, you're nothing, you're never going to amount to anything. And then Matea was like, what? That happened in the movie? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, are you serious? And then we like just took it and ran. We kept making up things. And she was like, are you serious? And she was like, oh my God, I never knew that. And I was like, yeah, there's a whole scene where Dumbledore falls down the stairs and he has like a sprained ankle for the rest of the series. And it's just like, you can take it so far with people who are gullible. And it's the funniest shit ever. Oh, good times.
What's that bit? Yeah, where it's like we describe a movie like really poorly.
Oh
I'm trying to-
yes.
I can't
That's
recall
also
what it
good.
is.
God.
What's the punchline of that? It's always like the wrong movie, or what is it?
Yeah, no, like I'd always say, like, have you seen this movie? And I'll just I'll just like describe it in the worst way possible until you get what movie I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like the vaguest worst way possible. I'm like, it's like I've been thinking of making a new movie, and in this movie, there's a man, and every single day he loses his memory, and he wakes up, and he doesn't remember what happened. So he writes stuff in like the mirror and like in places around him to like remind him that like his wife died, and he has to go avenge her. And it's like I just continue like the bits like we just continue like describing the movie more and more. And we're just plagiarizing.
Yeah.
Is that just Memento?
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. That's the thing. It wasn't Memento. I was describing Gudgeony, which was the Bollywood ripoff of Memento.
See, there's layers to this. See,
There's
initially what I thought you meant by saying you're describing a movie badly and then just like saying it's something else is like I thought you were gonna say like you described the plot to like Schindler's List and then say that it was Madagascar and like tell that to somebody. Like
No.
I was so confused.
I think Henry and I have limits to what we say
Limits.
and don't say.
Okay. Yeah. Limits. Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Always Palpatine. Him and his limits.
But yeah, no, I guess we can talk about pranks and like bits and stuff next time. But we are way over time now.
We're over time here. Gotta
We're
fill my
in
heart
time.
out. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the real episode 14 of the Mostly Mediocre podcast. Hope to catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.